For 9 days, I sat in silence. No talking, no eye contact, no distractions. I had done it before. Endless hours of meditation, the relentless confrontation with the self. But this time, something was different. I wasn't the same person who had once survived this. They say Vipassana reveals the truth. But did I truly find it? Why did I leave on the 9th day of a 10-day retreat? Why walk away when the finish line was right there? I am here at Vipassana for the next 10 days. I am going to be here. This is in Kaufman.
Oh wow, YouTuber.
Yes.
Oh, YouTuber.
This is the area where you can unload your stuff, and then that's the registration, and in the back you have the dorms. That way is the men's dorm. My room number is 26. This is a nice area, beautiful area where you can walk. Super excited, but also nervous. A lot of people, when I've come back from the meditation, ask me, hey, how was it? What was it? Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? And I wanted to create a video on this so I can give you all the information about what this meditation is and what it's not, and what's the process, how can you register, and what I really got out of it, and how I went about the entire 10 days of meditation experience. Hey guys, the first day, or the day 0, is over, and we started at 7:45 in the evening, and now we did meditation for about an hour, and around 9 o'clock we came back to our rooms. So I feel very calm. I have arranged all my clothes for every day what I want to wear. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up at 4, so I arrived here around 4:15, filled out the paperwork. 5 o'clock we had dinner. After dinner, the orientation was at 6:15. This was a lot of fun. Now I am going to go ahead and go to bed. Good night, day 0. Bye-bye. Vipassana is about observing the sensations on your body and then not reacting to it. Misery is universal. Misery begins from the moment that you're born because you need food, water, milk, whatever it is. And so you start crying. And then later on, you catch a disease. And then consistently, you're like decaying. So there is the human life as such is misery. And then in the end, when you die, that's misery as well. So the point being, this is not this philosophical thing where you are just going and meditating and practicing something that's unreal, but this is just really getting to understand the impermanence of everything, including yourself and everything around you as well. So once you realize that everything is impermanent, then you stop creating misery, then you stop reacting, and instead you can just enjoy the moment and just be there. And just live a life that's happier, that you are more equanimous. So that is the goal of this meditation.
It's 4:15. It's time to wake up. It's 4:30. Let's go do the meditation for 2 hours, 4:30 to 6:30. I'm feeling good after the shower. It's looking good. Let's do this. Right now it's 9:07 and we meditated from 4:30 till 6:30. 6:30 we had a big breakfast, and then we took a little bit of time off. From 8 to 9 we meditated, and I'm very sleepy. I only know how I survived the whole hour, but in 2 minutes I gotta go back and then do more meditation. Slowly I'm gonna get into it. From the very beginning, I decided that I'm gonna follow everything exactly how they want me to, so I get the most benefit from the course.
So this course is taught all over the world. You have to like sit there and meditate for like 14 plus hours a day. And it's not like an opportunity to socialize, because guess what? You don't talk to anybody, and different centers have different capacity. The one that I went to had like 40 men and 40 women approximately. I'm not sure on the exact numbers, but I think that's approximately how many people were there. And it is considered to be a technique that's gonna eradicate suffering. It's also a method for mental purification that allows you to face your life's tensions and problems in a calm and a balanced way. So obviously things would happen, like something unexpected would happen, or something that you desire may not happen. And in that situation, how you react is very important, and that's what you learn by doing this.
In 10 days, I'm gonna be a new man, very disciplined. It's time for the 6 o'clock group meditation. You can hear the gong. So this gong tells us, go to the meditation hall. All right, let's go.
I discovered it first in 2013, like meditation as a practice. But then later on, first time I went was in Kathmandu, which was back in 2017. I did a product startup that didn't work. So I was like, gosh, you know what? I need to just clear up my mind. First of all, I would highly recommend that you make time and do it for yourself. The experience over there, going to a meditation center, is just mind-boggling. It's amazing. So for me, it was a very amazing experience, but also a little bit of a rough experience. Why? Because, I was just so bored. Like, I mean, initially I was very excited in the first few days. Like, it was really exciting, and I was like, oh my God, I'm here. I mean, I was nervous as well, because of course I wasn't gonna have my vape. But what I did was I took some nicotine gums to just ease into it, and then later on, it became very, very easy.
I just had a nicotine gum, so trying to kind of ease into leaving the nicotine.
But I had all these thoughts, and I was thinking about like, hey, what do I really want to do with my life? And I wrote down like 20 different places that I want to go travel to. So
I made a list of all the potential destinations, from Zambia to Bhutan, Cambodia, Bali, Maldives, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Croatia, Fiji, Georgia, Amalfi Coast, Iceland again, Africa, all countries, Hawaii, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Myanmar.
So that was part of what I was thinking about initially in the first few days. Then, very important, as some of you may know who follow me and who know my channel, I lost my brother unexpectedly at the age of 39, which was in 2024 on August 3rd, a life-changing experience for me. So I wanted to process that. Of course, my relationship with my brother was amazingly mind-boggling, and I don't even think that any two brothers can be that close. And, I lost him, and that was just, really, really crazy. Love you, bhai. Miss you a lot. So that's what I was able to process. So if you're somebody who's grieving or who's had a big change in their life, like losing a job, losing your business, losing a bunch of money, or like even getting out of relationships, I think it's a good way to reset and just process all your feelings. So I felt like what I was doing was I was analyzing my life, like, during the meditation and after the meditation and the breaks that I would get, I would go and do journal. And then one day I was like feeling very bored, and I just started writing down questions. I'm like, that was day 7. So I was like, day 7's almost over. Now I have like 3 more days after this to go. How am I feeling? What are the questions on my mind? And then I decided to write like 20 questions. And the kinds of questions that I wrote were like, am I stressed about work? And am I missing my friends? Do I want to quit the meditation course? And the answer that came out of that was yes, but I won't, as I don't want to regret it later. Then I was like, what am I craving? And that was vape, Netflix, alcohol, hanging out with friends. What would I be doing if I weren't here? So all those things, but not alcohol, obviously. And then last question was, are you crazy? The answer was yes. Of course, we're all crazy at some level. So
guess what, guys? I just went to my car and I got my phone. Oh my god. I'm so scared.
But on day 9, I was like, I really don't want to be here. And then I did this analysis, like initially, like, why do I want to leave? What are the advantages? And I was like, I could go play poker. I love playing poker. And that's probably for a separate video. Then about vape, like I was like, should I, I'd be able to vape. So that's the advantage. Then I'd be able to go hang out with friends. I'd be able to watch Netflix. And the disadvantages were like, everybody's going to think of me like a quitter. And then I created this like one night escape plan. I was like, on day 9, I'm just going to leave and come back in the morning before the next session. And that was crazy.
Okay guys, I've got a new idea. This idea is that tonight, after 9 o'clock, when it's lights off, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak out and stay out for Friday night and be back here before the 8 o'clock meditation, the group meditation. Imagine that. I think if it works out, it might be perfect, but I'm just gonna write it down so I can think about all the different scenarios and why am I doing it, what's the motivation, all that good stuff. But I know it's breaking the rules, but what's the fun without it? So makes it a little bit more exciting, and I know it loses the purpose of kind of calming your mind and staying equanimous, but it is what it is. So I have 40 more minutes to make a decision whether I'm staying, leaving, or sneaking out at night. It's just so crazy. My whole head is aching because of all this, and I'm so confused. Like, if I don't believe in it, then I should just go. Why am I not going? Why pretend? So I have to think and make up my mind. Either I go now, or I sneak out for the night, or I abide by all the rules and finish the program. Which one is it going to be? We don't know.
But then finally I did the final like pros and cons, like leave, because it's a time waste and I could be with my friends. I can enjoy, and it's not helping anymore. So these were the advantages that came for leaving. And don't leave because you'll be called a quitter. And I was like, that's not a big deal. I don't care what other people think. You miss the chance to connect with others. Yeah, that was a little bit of a disadvantage, but I was like, you know what? In 2023, when I did the program, am I friends with those people right now? And I wasn't. And then another one was, maybe if you focus, real change will happen. I was like, no, I could just focus from my home too. And then the last one was hard to confront them. So what I ended up doing finally was I wrote on a note that I'm leaving. I started packing everything. I packed everything. And then I wrote on a note that I must leave or whatever. And then I just put it in like men's student manager, and that's it.
I decided to quit.
And that's how I just ended up leaving. So even though I could have done like 10 days, and I know everybody would have said that, oh, that's great, you did 10 days. But I ended up leaving after 9 days. And then when I was driving outside, it was great. I just carried my stuff and then I just left. So that was my experience. So what did I get out of it? You know what? It was still 9 good days and meditation and enjoyment. And I really was able to feel the peace. And, I needed to process all these things. So I was able to process. And then the next 2 days were so amazing. I was able to go out with my daughter. I was able to go play poker. So you know what? Overall, I think this was very helpful. And if you want to do this, you should totally do it. If you want to quit any addiction, if you would like to just have a reset or learn a new way to do meditation, I think this is great. But this time what I wanted to make sure was, A, I was doing it for myself, and B, the video that I'm creating also is more conversational instead of reading a script that I write and put it in the teleprompter. All right, well, thank you very much. Good luck, guys. If you do this, I hope you have a wonderful meditation experience. Thank you. Goodbye.